The story of Abraham, known as the father of faith, is one of the most compelling narratives in the Bible. It spans several chapters in the book of Genesis and is a testament to unwavering faith, divine promise, and the enduring covenant between God and humanity. The story begins in Genesis 12 when God called a man named Abram to embark on a journey that would change the course of history. God's command to Abram was clear: leave your country, your people, and your father's household, and go to the land I will show you. Genesis 12:1. Abram's response to this divine call is a profound demonstration of faith. He obediently left behind his familiar surroundings in Ur of the Chaldeans and set out with his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, and all their possessions towards the land of Canaan. This act of faith laid the foundation for the extraordinary journey that would follow. As Abram journeyed through the land of Canaan, God made a covenant with him, promising to bless him and make his descendants into a great nation. God's promise was twofold. First, that Abram would have as many descendants as the dust of the earth, and second, that all nations would be blessed through him. Genesis 12:2-3. However, there was a significant obstacle to this promise. Abram and Sarai were childless and well beyond their childbearing years. Yet, in the face of this apparent impossibility, Abram believed God's promise. This unwavering faith in the face of adversity is a central theme of Abraham's story. Years passed, and the promise of a son weighed heavily on Abram and Sarai. At the age of 99, God appeared to Abram once more and reiterated the covenant, renaming him Abraham, meaning father of many nations. God also changed Sarai's name to Sarah, promising that she would bear a son in her old age. Genesis 17:5-16. This promise seemed incredible, but it was fulfilled in due time. At the age of 100, Abraham and 90-year-old Sarah welcomed their son Isaac, whose name means laughter. Isaac's birth was a miraculous testament to God's faithfulness and the power of faith that surpasses human understanding. Abraham's journey of faith faced its ultimate test in Genesis 22, when God asked him to sacrifice his beloved son Isaac as a burnt offering. This request, known as the binding of Isaac, or the Akedah, is one of the most challenging and profound moments in biblical history. Abraham's response to this test is a pinnacle of faith. Early in the morning, he took Isaac, along with firewood and a knife, and set out for the place of sacrifice. When Isaac questioned the absence of a lamb for the offering, Abraham responded with faith, "God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son." Genesis 22:8. At the moment of truth, as Abraham raised the knife to sacrifice his son, the angel of the Lord intervened, sparing Isaac's life. God had tested Abraham's faith, and he had proven himself faithful beyond measure. In recognition of this obedience, God reaffirmed his covenant with Abraham, promising to bless him and his descendants. Genesis 22:15-18. Abraham's faith and obedience continued to shape his legacy. He lived to be 175 years old and witnessed the marriages of Isaac to Rebekah and the birth of his grandsons, Esau and Jacob. The blessings and promises of God were passed down through the generations, reinforcing the covenant established with Abraham. Abraham's story is a profound example of faith's enduring power. His willingness to trust and obey God, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles, serves as a model for believers throughout history. He is mentioned in the New Testament as a father of faith, and his journey inspires Christians, Jews, and Muslims alike. Abraham's story offers several key lessons that continue to resonate with people today. 1. Obedience in faith. Abraham's immediate response to God's call to leave his homeland teaches us the importance of obeying God's guidance, even when it involves leaving behind comfort and familiarity. 2. Unwavering trust. Abraham's faith in God's promises, even when they seemed impossible, underscores the significance of unwavering trust in divine providence. 3. Miracles can happen. Isaac's miraculous birth reminds us that God can bring about the impossible in our lives, often in ways we least expect. 4. The test of faith. The binding of Isaac illustrates that our faith may be tested in profound ways, but through trust and obedience, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges. 5. God's covenant. Abraham's covenant with God shows the enduring nature of God's promises and blessings, which continue through generations. Abraham's influence across religions. Abraham is a central figure not only in Judaism, but also in Christianity and Islam. He is considered the patriarch of these Abrahamic faiths, and his story of faith and obedience to God is revered in their respective scriptures. In Judaism, Abraham is celebrated as the father of the Jewish people and is often referred to as Avraham Avinu, Abraham our father. His covenant with God and the promise of descendants are foundational to Jewish identity and theology. In Christianity, Abraham is a prominent figure in the New Testament, particularly in the letter to the Romans and the letter to the Galatians, where he is held up as an example of faith. The Apostle Paul emphasizes that faith, like Abraham's, justifies believers in Christ. In Islam, Abraham, known as Ibrahim in Arabic, is regarded as a prophet and a key figure in Islamic tradition. The story of his willingness to sacrifice his son, often associated with Ishmael in Islamic tradition, is commemorated during the festival of Eid al-Adha. Conclusion. The story of Abraham is a powerful testament to faith, obedience, and the enduring nature of God's promises. His journey from a land of comfort to an unknown destination, his faith in the promise of descendants and blessings, and his unwavering obedience in the face of the most challenging test of faith continue to inspire and guide people of faith across the world. Abraham's story serves as a reminder that faith transcends time and cultural boundaries, connecting believers of different traditions through a shared reverence for this remarkable figure. His legacy stands as a beacon of hope, encouraging us to trust in the divine, obey God's guidance, and believe in the fulfillment of God's promises, no matter how impossible they may seem. Abraham's faith journey is a timeless example of the enduring power of faith in the face of adversity, a legacy that continues to inspire generations.